always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your side. Let me in, oh, let me in, oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing the Mommy Confessions tag. I'm doing this tag in collaboration with quite a few other moms from the Mom Life and Family Facebook group. That is the group that I run on Facebook. We're still quite a new group, but if you'd like to check it out and join in on some of the stuff, be sure to follow the links in my description bar below and above. So in this tag are 25 questions that I'm going to answer, and when I'm done answering my 25, be sure you visit all the links in my description bar below to check out all the other awesome moms' answers. If I'm looking off to the side here, it's because my computer is right there, and I'm going to read the questions off and then just answer. So, number 1. You're standing with another mom at the playground and notice her underwear is showing. Do you tell her? What do you say? Wow. They don't let you off easy from the get-go, do they? So I would be the type to notice something like that, but I definitely probably wouldn't say anything. If I did, it would probably be to like my husband, because he'd probably be there with me, and I'd be like, did you see that? Or, you know, I'd probably just give like a sideways eye, or I would just act like I completely don't see it, even if I did. I guess the answer to that for me would be that I don't say anything. I'm not gonna be like, hey, your underwear is showing. Like, number 2 says, if you had a 25-hour day and everyone else still only had 24, what would you do with the extra time? So if I had an extra hour in a day, I would literally probably be washing dishes. Y'all have seen me washing dishes in my speed cleaning videos. I wash dishes when I clean. I wash them on days when I'm not, you know, just cleaning the whole house. I just have to wash my dishes. I do not like going overnight with dirty kitchen. Dirty dishes, no, I just don't like it. So I would probably either make sure my dishes are washed, or I literally sit down on the couch. Usually I say I'm gonna watch a movie, or there's a show I want to see, or something I thought I was gonna feel like doing, and as soon as I hit the couch, I am just knocked out, like sleep. So number 3, is there a food that you think is really gross but you make your kids eat it because it's good for them? Not really. Well, a baby food. There's this one vegetable turkey dinner or something like that. That is so disgusting. But my daughter was okay with it. Now, there was one that was sweet potato and chicken dinner. It at least had a pleasant taste, and she loves that one as well. But the vegetable turkey, like, I bought those because, I mean, it sounds healthier, but it tastes so bad. I don't even make her eat it anymore. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. I can't deal with it. Why would I give it to my baby? So, number 4. If you were stranded with your kids, what are the 3 things you'd hope you'd have on hand? Diapers, something for her to eat and drink, and I mean, I'd hope I'd have my cell phone and there'd be a signal somewhere. Number 5, what kids show do you wish you could eliminate so that no mom ever has to sit through it again? I'm sorry, but I feel that way about Moana, okay? Not because it's a bad show. I find that song that the little Maui guy sings questionable at certain points. I've just watched it so many times. Like, there was a point when we probably replayed that thing 5-6 times a day, and now my daughter isn't even interested in it anymore. She likes The Secret Life of Pets far more. Everything Moana for a while there, and so that's just one show that I find completely overplayed. Number 6, at what age did your kids stop embarrassing you and you started to embarrass them? Well, that hasn't happened yet because my daughter is only a year old. As a new mom, you're worried about being that mom who has the kid that's throwing a tantrum in the middle of a grocery store, and I was always like, that is not gonna be me. There was a point when she started watching what other kids were doing somehow, or watching things on TV and trying to pick them up and mimic them, and I was like, oh no, we're not having that, because there was like a YouTube video of a baby crying, and so my daughter started trying to make the same noise. No, we're not doing that in the middle of Target. So I would say when certain things that she realized that I would do would make her more patient. Like if she's waiting on a meal per se and it's not coming fast enough for her because I'm cooking it or something like that, she will start streaking through the house and like just do all kind of little tantrum like stuff, but not as if she's acting spoiled, just like letting me know I'm taking too long. So what I do is I literally count to 10, and as soon as I say 1, or by the time I get to 3 at most, she's completely quiet and she just stands there and wait. But if you reach 10 and you don't have anything ready for her, I mean, you better be prepared with something else. Number 7, what's something in your house that for some reason only a mom's eyes can see? My daughter's shoes. Number 8, what would you change about your favorite restaurant to make it more kid friendly? Well, I don't have a favorite restaurant, so that's a little awkward, but okay, I guess I could say when we take her out to eat, the high chair that they bring us, every last one of them has had the seatbelt broken. So I mean, I would hope that they replace those things as a safety precaution. Number 9, do you have a secret fear that you hide from your kids? No, I don't have a secret fear. I mean, my daughter's only 1, so there's not much to hide from her. She's not interested in those type of theories yet, you know, but I don't really have a secret fear, so. Number 10, if there was one mommy duty that you would never have to do again, what would it be? There hasn't been anything that I would say I regret or would ever not do when it comes to my daughter. And the whole labor and delivery experience gave me a whole new outlook on bodily functions even. So I mean, it's just nothing really. There's nothing really I can say to answer that. Number 11, if someone showed up to your house unannounced, what's the one room you'd be embarrassed for them to go in? Mine, because it is an uber mess pretty much 96% of the time. Number 12, describe a time when you did something really silly because of lack of sleep. I guess a story could be like my first day home from the hospital after she was born, and my husband had the 2 weeks off for his paternity leave because he worked, and so to help, and boy, I was so thankful for that. He was the best during that time. But the issue was, like, I don't know, we were sitting there talking, and you know, we were just thrilled and just overjoyed and overwhelmed and wow. And we had gotten home and we sat down and we were just talking, and next thing you know, I was waking up. Like, I was sitting in the chair, but I thought I was talking to him, but I was actually asleep. And so I fell asleep sitting there, and luckily he was the one with my daughter at the time, because I mean, I don't even know how that happened. I was literally sitting there talking to him and just fell asleep mid-sentence, sitting up straight in her chair. That was a little embarrassing for me. But I mean, who could sleep during, you know, the first 3 days of their daughter's life? I mean, I did not sleep since before the contractions started until we got back home, pretty much 3 days later. Number 13, what's the last thing you bribed your kid into? I don't really bribe her. She's pretty obedient for a 1-year-old. We got that bond. My daughter's a very sweet baby toward me. Number 14, what's something that you used to wear before you had kids that you wouldn't wear now? Certain types of shorts, of course. Like, you know, first of all, you come out of the hospital after delivery with that whole mom bod going on. But then I lost a lot of weight, not just after having her, but after having my gallbladder out. So my taste is reverting again when it comes to fashion. But at the same time, there's some stuff you just don't want to do, like short shorts, or just, I don't know, even certain styles don't appeal to me anymore. Number 15, what's the last thing you told your kid not to touch? The trash can. My kitchen trash can, she literally always tries to go to, because I might have like one of her empty pouches, and I'm probably going to just put baby gates all around my kitchen because she is way too mobile now. Number 16, if you could choose if your kids went to bed earlier at night or slept later in the morning, which would you pick? For me, it would be better if she slept later in the morning. It seems like she gets up earlier and earlier instead, and then she goes to bed at a decent time. But in the morning would probably be better, because she can wake up anywhere between 4 and 6 or 7 a.m. usually throughout the week. And then when my husband's off, it's like 8 or 9. Like, she wants to sleep in the one day that she's supposed to get up early and do some stuff. But honestly, I just love whenever she decides to get up and participate with us. Number 17 says, which was harder for you, potty training or sleep training? Well, I haven't potty trained her yet, but I was trying to decide on when to start and how to go about it. So if you guys have any tips on that, leave them in the comments below, because I am definitely taking advice at this point. She is, you know, a year old. So sleep training was not a big deal for us. It was a scary time, but it worked out wonderfully. So I don't have any complaints about that. Like, I never had to do the cry it out method or stuff like that. She just has been a very great baby. Number 18, if you could share 3 pieces of advice with your younger self before having kids, what would they be? Eat healthier, because it does matter. Even if you think that you can start doing better later, you might as well just do it the entire time. Just do right because you're supposed to, and then, you know, you'll have so much less to worry about. I would tell myself not to worry so much, because at the end of the day, your life falls into place exactly how it's supposed to. Back then, I shouldn't have been so worried about who was for me, because the right people find you and stay. I read that somewhere, but I mean, it's the truth, okay? If someone's supposed to be in your life, they will be there, and they'll be there because they want to be there. Those are the people you can trust. Number 19, what question might your kid ask that you aren't ready to answer? My kid won't be asking verbal questions for just a little bit longer, because she is still just now learning how to talk, okay? Number 20, which household chore do you prefer your kid not to help out with? Well, the funny thing is, this week my daughter has been interested in helping me with household chores all of a sudden, and I'm thinking of getting her that whole little cleaning set with like the little short broom and all the little stuff, because it's so cute. Like, when I'm sweeping the kitchen today, in fact, she grabbed the other broom and tried to do the motion with me, and she was just, it was so cute. And then she's not afraid of the vacuum or anything, but when I turn it on, she will stay like just behind me wherever I am in the room to like make sure there's distance between her and that vacuum. So today I let her put her hand on the handle while I was pushing it back and forth, and she got a little used to it, and now she tries to help me every time I turn it on. Number 21, would you rather the entire household get sick all at once or one by one? I would rather none of us ever got sick at all, ever. Number 22, if you're rushing to go somewhere with your kid, what are you most likely to forget? Oh my goodness, her pacifier, her diaper, her formula. It used to be one or the other all the time. And so finally I bought her own little knapsack, and I make sure it's stocked with those things so that we just don't wind up anywhere without her necessities. Number 23, what song or movie title best describes your experience as a mom? And that's a tough one. I'm actually going to think about that one, because I want it to be something that I feel that is actually pertaining to my experience and to me. So I'm actually going to leave that one in the description bar below of this video. How about that? So you guys can read that one below. Number 24, what's the most embarrassing personal care item you've had to buy in a store? Stuff like that really just doesn't bother me. I mean, it really doesn't. I guess we could go with the time I bought some, like, they weren't Depends, but they were the like large pads. I bought them like right after delivery, like when I got home from the hospital, because in the hospital they had them all over the bed where you could like sit on them, because, you know, stuff was still going on and you were still healing. So those were good to sleep on. But those and Depends, like the huge underwear and stuff like that, but now the idea of them is not so gross. Number 25, what's one thing you've said to your kid that you never expected to say? No. Because I was going to be that mom that found some other way to get my message across no matter what. And even now we are working on using other ways to have her understand what not to do, or do that thing like at this age and just replace what you don't want them to do with something else instead of saying no all the time. Some people really can't say no to their kids, but when it's in her best interest, I'll definitely say it. I hope you all enjoyed my answers to this tag, and check out all the other links in the description bar below to see the other moms' answers. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.